How's it going? Yeah. Jimmy Carr is kind of getting me through these days. Love the stuff. I know it's free, Jimmy. Thank you. Dan Corrigan keeps me going. Need to laugh once a day and try and break a sweat once a day. Make yourself feel a bit better. And no, I don't even want to laugh, but like Jimmy's just so fucking dark. Anyway, kind of gets it out of me. Let's just try with this crap. Look at this. Ed Templeton, proud artist. What is this? People call me Hitler. He's a Nazi. I hate my country. A nationalist? Stupid anthem, stupid football team. Yeah, it's a rugby team, alright. What is this? This appears to be a Spanish knight wearing Donald Trump's necktie, nailed to a crucifix, burning on top of a swastika. What? The fuck is that? This kind of shit that Independent had to change their logo. You could get away with saying it's a fucking. It is what it actually is. It's a cynatic. Is cynatic waves? You know, they make the bubbles into waves and the necessary fruit shapes, and they go through all the frequencies. And one of them is like that. It has, like, it all goes back to weird ancient godly symbology. And it was also the wobbly truck thing. You know what I mean? It wobbled in. It was the independent thing. They had to get rid of that because they said it looks like the Iron Cross. What's the story with all this crap about having to stamp out? I don't know. You know the swastika has nails and everything. Look at that, nailed in. The swastika was a symbol for the world being oblivious and falling into demise. And I'm looking at this artwork and it's pretty fucking oblivious, and I'm kind of thinking it's almost justified how fucking stupid it is. I imagine you're representing hillbillies from America that dressed as Spanish knights. And is he wearing a red necktie? Hillbillies from America. This is all European imagery. Well, actually, crucifix is fucking Jerusalem, isn't it? That you don't understand, and you're kind of putting it all fairly proudly together as an American perspective. Those Spanish knights, who probably existed long before the First World War. They would have been like not crusaders, but they would have been like fucking Jesuits or something like this kind of thing. They might have been involved in the Spanish Inquisition or something, I don't know. So all the Jews and all the Islamic people are getting together and getting powerful. And they stomped it all out. Yeah, no, that's a Rome, but anyway, I'm talking about Christianity. You know, it's just... What does it mean? Yeah, presume you're talking about, kind of gone, Jimmy, about racist hillbillies. So Adolf Hitler wasn't racist in any way whatsoever. The first agenda on this Second Reich was to go and liberate Africa from European slavery. And Germany did have a lot of countries, I suppose, but they weren't being probably treated as shit as the French countries and the Dutch countries. And the first port of call was to go and save Africa. And Hitler even mocked the French for using African slaves as military when Germany were sending their own kids, beautiful blonde Aryan kids. And then he went off to the Middle East, and he went off Saudi Arabia and all. He went all around there. He brought his petition around the world, came back and dumped it on white European royalty slaps. And I was like, no, you have to agree as well. I was like, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. Big petition. Yeah. What the fuck is up with this? Oblivion. Maybe commenting here. Yeah, Hitler wasn't racist. Living in Africa was French mocked him. That's everything I just said. Yeah, just pissed off about it. People call me Hitler and say, I'm not. Well, maybe I am. Gayfish me out. Yeah, this is kind of crap that had the Independent logo. Independent recently changed their iconic logo. It's a Spanish Knight of Christianity burning on a swastika. The war flag, the Roman second ever. How very American. Yeah, I'm confused. I just didn't understand it. The fuck's up with that? You are aware that, I know you think this might be racist, Hitler was racist or Hitler hated all of Judaism. He worked quite a lot with the Jews, actually. um, where like Israel are like committing genocide at the moment, and that I know everybody thinks Adolf Hitler is evil and he's going around trying to save the world and save kids from being buggered and harvested by royalty, white royalty. Um, what else was I saying? Yeah. Erdogan, King of Turkey. Said a plane, freaking BB has far exceeded the death toll of Adolf Hitler in genocidal activities. Far exceeded. So you think people are evil or something. Germany proudly took responsibility for the war, or the German National Party proudly took responsibility for the war. That means they took responsibility for everything that happened in the war, even if it wasn't their fight at Guam or whatever the fuck. They took responsibility for everything. So they took responsibility for even the death camps. And they go, you took responsibility for it proudly, and well, it probably wasn't even them. And the Swiss were seen to be first on the scene. It's a very Jewish technique, actually, keeping people in an open air prison. And the Schindler's List accounts for why a wealthy Jewish person was running a death camp. You kind of need a few more Schindler's List to explain why probably most of the death camps in Europe are being run by Jews, wealthy Jews. Killing the fake Jews. Yeah. It's funny as well. Funny stuff. Yeah, it's stupid. Stupid time machine. I thought you were gone anyway, time machine. Yeah, it's just extremist fucking shit. That is like really scary and offensive. I don't care if it makes you feel comforted or good, like, or justified or moral or humane. There's a picture of a person nailed to a crucifix burning. Backwards fucking swastika. It goes backwards. It's gone, but that's what the problem is. You're flying down the plug hole. So they're raising up. And it's a bad thing. That's why they put a red circle around it. So, attention, Achtung, this needs to be stopped. They didn't like this. It's a bad symbol on purpose. They put it there as a warning. It's like, you're all fucking going down the drain. And a red circle means something needs to be done about it. Yeah. You're all going down the drain. Something needs to be done about it. Nice swastika fucking skateboard. I'm not Hitler. Alright, that's stupid. Alright.